Under the physical properties, especially we are going to learn four important subtopics where number one is atomic radius, ionization enthalpy, hydration enthalpy, ionic mobility and conductance, physical constants which are density, melting point, boiling point and flame coloration. These are the topics comes under physical properties. We'll see one by one. Already yesterday we discussed about the atomic radius. That's the reason I am simply saying about atomic radius. Atomic radius means the distance between center of the nucleus to outermost shell. So the atomic radius is gradually increases from lithium to francium. So lithium is less than sodium, sodium is less than potassium, potassium is less than rubidium, rubidium size is less than cesium, cesium size is less than francium. So atomic radius in this group is gradually increases. When you see here, the atomic radius exactly look like the lithium is a very small atom in this group and the cesium is the largest atom. Among all the 118 elements, the rubidium and cesium elements are the biggest elements or largest elements. The atomic radius, when you see here, 2.16 angstroms for rubidium and the cesium 2.35 angstroms. And moving down the group, new shell is progressively added. Addition of new shells, increasing screening effect, hence the atomic size increases. Especially from one atom to another atom, one extra shell is adding. That is the reason atomic radius is increasing. The same way, ionic radius also increases from top to bottom, lithium ion to cesium ion. Within the group, the ionic radius increases with increase in atomic number. This is about the ionic radius, lithium to francium. It is also gradually increases. The alkali metal ions gets extensively hydrated in the aqueous solutions. Smaller the ion, more is the extent of degree of hydration. When the ionic size is less, it holds more number of water molecules, hence releases more amount of heat energy. So while holding the water molecule, some heat amount is released. That heat amount only termed as hydration enthalpy or hydration energy. This already we discussed in yesterday. Now the second one is that is ionic radius is over. Next one is ionization enthalpy or ionization energy in this group. Ionization enthalpy. The amount of energy is released when an electron is added to the neutral gaseous atom. The amount of energy is released when an electron is added to the neutral gaseous atom. So for example, I am taking one atom. This is the nucleus. This is the first shell and this is the second shell. So here some electrons are there. When you want to remove this electron, you need or you required energy. This energy only termed as ionization energy. Ionization energy or ionization potential. The electron will not come out. You have to use some energy. That energy only termed as in the chemistry ionization energy. So this ionization energies are absolutely depends upon the nuclear attraction force. So ionization energy is inversely proportional to atomic size. Atomic size. When atomic size increases, for example, when you take a big atom, here the nucleus is there, and last corner one electron is there. So this nuclear attraction force is very less on this valence electron. That is the reason you can remove this electron easily. A little amount of energy when you apply, this electron is coming out. When size increases, ionization energy decreases. When size decreases, ionization energy increases. So absolutely you have to remember this. Always ionization energy is inversely proportional to the atomic size, and also it depends upon screening effect or effective nuclear charge. When effective nuclear charge increases, ionization energy increases. Effective nuclear charge decreases, ionization energy decreases. Here the effective nuclear charge is less. Effective nuclear charge increases. What increases, ma? Ionization energy also increases. When effective nuclear charge decreases, ionization energy decreases. This is the introduction about ionization energy. Let us see in what way the alkaline metals get ionization energy from top to bottom. The first ionization energy of the alkali metals are the lowest as compared to the elements in the other group. The ionization energy of alkali metals decreases down the group. When you observe here, the ions of alkali metals, lithium ion ionization energy is less than sodium ion. Sodium ion ionization energy is less than potassium. Potassium ion ionization energy is less than rubidium and then cesium. So cesium is the biggest atom, hence it have a lower ionization energy. When you observe the group lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium, francium, here the atomic radius gradually increases and ionization potential values are decreases from top to bottom. Reason. What is the main reason? Already I have given you. The reason behind this is the value of ionization energy decreases down the group because the size of metal increases due to the addition of new shell along with increase in the magnitude of screening effect. See here, what is going on from top to bottom? So lithium atom has only two shells because it is 2s1, and sodium atom is having three shells, and potassium atom is having four shells. It means from top to bottom, adding of extra shell, hence the atomic size increases, ionization potential decreases. Effective nuclear charge is less on this electron. Why are potassium and cesium rather than lithium used in photoelectric cells? See here students, here you want to learn one important question, that is, why are potassium and cesium rather than the lithium used in photographic cell? When you observe here students, lithium and what is the difference between lithium and cesium? Can anyone explain this? Lithium atom atomic size is very low, very low, very smaller atom it is. Coming to the cesium, its atomic size is very big. It's a very big atom. So once you observe, photoelectric effect means when a beam of light is focused on a metal, this metal releases electron. The emission of electron when an light is focused on this metal. So at this point of time, this electron is known as photoelectron. This entire process is known as photoelectric effect. So the emission of electron is easily in case of lithium because it have a smaller atom when you are supplying energy. When you are supplying energy, lithium can release an electron easily while comparing with cesium. Is it right? Reply anyone. Which will release electron easily, cesium or lithium? Here I am taking potassium. Potassium also having 1, 2, 3, 4 shells. These both are small atoms. While comparing with cerium. So which will can emits electron easily? Cesium can emits electron easily. This electron released easily. Because its atomic size is high. When the energy is emitted on this cesium metal, energy means HNU, it releases electron easily. This is called as photoelectron. So instead of lithium and potassium, which we can use for releasing of electron, cesium. What is the reason behind this? Its atomic size is big. See here. The ionization potential of potassium and cesium are lower than the lithium. An exception to light. Potassium and cesium easily emits electron, however lithium. Comparing with lithium, these two atoms are having big size, because of this reason, while comparing with lithium, potassium and as well as cesium metals can release this electron. Emits, however, the lithium does not. Hence, potassium and cesium are used in the photoelectric cells. So potassium and cesium, why they are using in photoelectric cell means they releases electron easily comparing with lithium. Third one is reactivity. Reactivity means which metal can react with other compounds easily. Which metal can involve in the chemical reaction easily. Which is more active, which is less active, which is lazy metal, which is active metal, which is moderate metal, that we are going to see in this reactivity. When we observe the reactivity of alkaline metals, so lithium is lower reactivity while comparing with cesium and francium. Cesium, francium elements are higher reactive elements in this group. So lithium is low reactive element in this group. Same reason you can explain in this case also. Cesium atom as a larger atom, it can release this electron easily and involve in the chemical reaction while comparing with lithium and sodium. So lithium atom, for example, this is the lithium atom, this is the cesium atom. When you want a ionic bond, for example, lithium chloride I want to prepare. So when you want to do it lithium, instead of lithium, cesium chloride. So this will give electron easily while comparing with this metal. The transfer of electron only, the ionic bond will be formed. So when the electron is transferred to chloride, cesium is changed into cesium ion and chlorine is changed into chloride ion. While comparing with lithium chloride, cesium chloride formed easily. It means its activity is high, its reactivity is high. The reactivity is increases from top to bottom in alkali metals. The reactivity of alkali metals increases down the group. So lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. Among this, lithium is smaller atom and cesium is a larger atom. Hence, the larger atom can lose its electron easily and involve in the chemical reaction actively. Hence, the reactivity of cesium is high. Observe here, this is the electronic configuration. I am showing only 3 elements, lithium, sodium and potassium. When you observe here, the size is gradually increasing and the last electron, potassium, can easily loses comparing with lithium and sodium. As we go down the group, the reactivity increases because there are more electron shells, therefore the radius of the atom is bigger. So there will be a less attractive between the outermost shell electrons and the nucleus, as the outer electrons will be further away. There is increased shielding of inner shells. See here, these are the inner shell 1, inner shell 2, inner shell 3. These inner shells are protect on this valence electron. So due to shielding effect also, the reactivity is increases. It will come out easily. So it is because of this that the outer electron is more easily lost as you go down the group. Fourth physical character, that is hydration energy or hydration enthalpy. So first one we studied about atomic radius, second one ionization enthalpy, and third one reactivity, and the fourth one we are seeing about hydration enthalpy. Already I have given the introduction about you. The amount of energy is released when a metal ion holds the water molecules. So it is the amount of energy is released when 1 mole of gaseous ions combine with water to form a hydrated ions. So see here, for example, I am taking lithium ion. When you place lithium in water, the lithium ionized into lithium ion, it accepts water molecules, oxygen, hydrogen, and hold one more water molecule, like this. Lithium ion holds water molecules, H2O. So oxygen is more electronegative element that we know. So because of this reason, it gets negative charge, partial negative charge, not complete negative charge. Here hydrogen is there, partial positive charge, partial positive charge. We know that this is the non-polar compound, polar compound. There is a reason the polarity is raised. So here delta minus, two minuses. Here also same, H2O, this is the oxygen, this is the hydrogen, Here get delta plus, this is delta plus, and this is delta minus. So this plus charge and this delta partially negative charge attract each other. That is the reason you are going to get a cluster. This is the hydrated ion. At this time, some heat amount is released. This released heat only termed as hydration energy. Fine. So when you take a cesium atom, I am taking cesium into the water. Cesium also form as a cesium ion, but cesium ion size is very big. This is the cesium ion. So here the nucleus is there in this case. This is the nucleus. This nucleus holds a very less number of water molecules because the positive ion charge is very less on this water molecules. It holds a very less number of, this is delta plus, this is also delta plus. Here oxygen, one more water molecule, hydrogen gets delta plus, this hydrogen gets delta plus, and this is delta minus. For example, you can take one more water molecule, H2O, delta plus, H2O, delta plus, this is delta minus. So because of plus and minus charge, both are attract each other. This is the hydrated ion. Here, the amount of heat energy is less because a very less number of water molecules are held by the cesium ion. What is the reason? Here the nuclear attraction force, and here the plus charge and minus charge is far away. The distance is high. That is the reason the hydration energy is less. Hydration energy is very less. In this group, which ion having more hydration energy? Absolutely, you can say lithium ion hydration energy is high. Okay. See the higher the hydration energy of ions, greater is the solubility of the compound in water. Which of the element is having higher hydration energy, that element can soluble in water easily. So now when you observe here one equation, M plus gives M plus aqueous plus hydration energy. When a lithium ion, instead of M means lithium or sodium, potassium, anything you can keep. When the ion is placed in water, it means aqueous, that is changed into a hydrated ion, M plus aqueous, along with releasing some heat energy, that is hydration energy. Same way, I'm taking either minus ion. Sometimes we are keeping minus ion, chloride ion. That also accepts water because here plus charges are there. At that time also some heat energy is released. That heat energy name is termed as hydration energy. Further, the extent of hydration depends upon the size of the ions. Yes, size of the ions, the hydration is dependent on. Smaller the size of the ion, more highly it is hydrated. Yeah, it is smaller, more hydrated. And hence greater is hydrated ionic radius and less its ionic mobility. One more important point you have to observe in this case. What are you observing? What I am seeing here? Hydration and ionic radius. Hydrated and hence greater is its hydrated ionic radius, less its mobility. Now see here. So this is the Mike Tyson, a big fattened. Is a very weightful person, this one. This is the weightless person, which will move fast. When you keep a running race, the lithium ion can run fast while comparing with cesium. Cesium is heavier. So that the mobility, the moving, which one is having more mobility means lithium ion. That only here in this point I am saying. What is that? Less, the ionic radius is less, its mobility is high. And hydration is also high. From the above agreements, the melting points and solubility in water, inorganic solvents of alkali metal halides can be explained. So, metal halide means lithium chloride when dissolved in an organic compound. What about the stability? That we will explain based upon hydration energy. We'll see that. So finally, ionization and hydration enthalpy. The ionization enthalpies of alkali metals are considerably low and decrease down the group lithium to cesium. Hydration enthalpies decreases with increase in the ionic sizes. So this is about the order of hydration enthalpy. Lithium is having lower hydration enthalpy. Cesium is having higher hydration enthalpy. Some more points I am going to explain you on this aspect, which will helpful to your IIT, JEE and NEET. Yes, due to high hydration enthalpy of lithium ion, what are the things will happen? We'll see. Lithium halides are soluble in water. Before point I explain you, based upon hydration energy, we can explain the halides of lithium. Now I am explaining. Lithium halides are soluble in water, except lithium fluoride, which is sparingly soluble due to its high lattice energy. See here, due to the hydration energy, which is having more hydration energy, that will dissolve more. The solubility is depends upon hydration energy. That point you have to observe it. What is that? solubility. Solubility is directly proportional to hydration energy. When hydration energy increases, solubility increases. For example, lithium chloride to cesium chloride, which is more soluble, means whatever the compound is having high hydration energy, that will be soluble in water, that is lithium chloride. Solubility of a compound in water, for example, low solubility of lithium fluoride is due to its higher lattice energy, whereas low solubility of cesium chloride is due to smaller hydration energy of the two ions. Observe carefully here, some twisting point I'm going to explain you. One is all halides of lithium will dissolve in water due to the hydration energy. Hydration energies are high, except lithium fluoride. Some exceptional case is there, that is lithium fluoride. That is lithium fluoride. It is having high lattice energy. One more new word, you have got it. Lattice, all sodium chloride crystals are termed as sodium chloride crystals. This is the lithium fluoride ionic crystal. Ionic compounds are existing in the crystalline form. So these crystals are having different ionic compound, different ionic crystal having a different shape. That shape only we are termed and the chemistry as lattice. No confusion. Lithium fluoride lattice means lithium fluoride which is in the different shape. That lithium fluoride shape. Sodium chloride lattice means sodium chloride is also in different shape. So like that we have 14 different lattices. Shapes are there. Face centered cube, body centered cube. Okay, like that different FCC, CCP. This type of lattices, it means shapes are there. So lattice means shape, no confusion. So here the low solubility is due to its high lattice energy. Lattice energy means when sodium chloride is forming, for example, sodium ion plus chloride ion, you will get a sodium chloride crystal. The sodium chloride crystal is having a shape which is all are arranged in this shape. For example, here atoms are arranging like this. So in this way, the sodium chloride is arranged. We are saying here 1 mole. 1 mole means how many atoms are there, ma? 6.022 into 10 to the power of 23 NaCl. 1 mole NaCl is equal to those many NaCls, 1 mole. So when the amount of energy is released, here some heat is released. The amount of heat energy is released when 1 mole of ionic crystal is formed, not 1 NaCl it is, 1 mole I am saying. 1 mole of ionic crystal is formed. At that time, some heat energy released. This heat energy is known as lattice energy. Lattice energy. So here, the lithium chloride, it means 1 mole of lithium chloride when forming, here the energy is released, that is called as a lattice energy. This lattice energy is high comparing with other one. Other one means lithium chloride. After that, lithium bromide, lithium iodide. First one is lithium fluoride. This lithium fluoride is high lattice energy than remaining compounds. Because of this reason, it will not dissolve in water. Will not sparingly soluble in water. Less soluble. Less soluble in water. So what you observe here, students? The compound which is having more lattice energy, that is soluble in less. The compound which is having high hydration energy, that is more soluble in water. This compound is high lattice energy, less soluble. But this compound is high hydration energy, more soluble. Low solubility of cesium iodide. Now I am telling about cesium. Same way, cesium fluoride, cesium chloride, cesium iodide. In this case, I am comparing which one having a smaller hydration energy, which is having higher hydration energy. So low solubility here 44 grams per 100 water molecules. 44 grams of cesium can hold 100 water molecule due to smaller hydration energy of 2 ions. So iodide is bigger size. Cesium is also very big size. Both are very bigger atoms. So this is iodide and this is cesium. How these can hold water molecules is very difficult. The number of this minus is there. For example, H2O when come and attacks here. H2O, this is delta plus, this is also delta plus, this is delta minus, delta minus. So this plus will be attract here, you will get a holding. But in this case, this is also very bigger atom. Here oxygen is there, water molecule, delta plus, delta plus. This is delta minus, minus. This is also very big atom. So less attraction force is there. So hydration energy is less. When hydration energy is less, solubility is directly proportional to the hydration energy. Now only I told you. Hydration energy. So when hydration energy is high, solubility is low. When hydration energy is low, solubility is low. So hydration energy is low here. That is the reason this solubility is less. Comparing with cesium fluoride, fluoride atomic size is less. Chlorine atomic size is less, but iodide atomic size is big. When you go for fluorine to iodine, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. Iodine is a bigger size. So in this way, we can explain the solubility in halides. These are all IIT JEE points. Now, observe carefully. Next one, for the same alkali metals, the melting point decreases in the order: fluoride, chloride, bromide, and iodide. Yes? Is it right? Fluoride having less size than chloride. Fluoride atomic size is small. Comparing with chloride, its atomic size is big. And then bromide. And then iodide. Now only we have seen. When atomic sizes increases, the hydration energy decreases. In this way, fluoride having more hydration energy than chloride, then bromide, and then iodide. Because of the same alkali metal ion, the lattice energy decreases as the size of halide increases. Example, I am saying, you can take a lithium chloride is greater than lithium chloride is greater than lithium bromide is greater than lithium iodide. So the hydration energy decreases. Hydration energy decreases. Why? Here the anion atomic size is increasing. That's the reason this lithium iodide is a bigger size. That's It holds very less number of water molecules. For the same halide ion, the melting point of lithium halides are lower than those of the corresponding sodium halides. And thereafter, the decreases as we moving down the group from sodium to cesium. See here, students. For the same halide ion, the melting point of lithium halides are lower than those of the corresponding sodium halides. See here, students. For example, lithium halide means what, ma? Lithium chloride, for example. Here I am taking other one, sodium chloride. For the same halide is same. What is that? Chloride. Here what is that? Chloride. For the same halide ion, the melting point of lithium halides are lower than those of corresponding sodium halides. So sodium halide, its melting point is high. And lithium halide, its melting point is low. For the same halide ion, the melting point of lithium halides are lower than those of corresponding sodium halides. Clear? Thereafter, the decreases as we move down the group from sodium to cesium. Sodium to cesium, see here, melting points I am explaining you in the ionic crystals, not individual metals. This is a compound, lithium halide, sodium halide, and after that, sodium after what will come? Potassium chloride, then after rubidium chloride, then after cesium chloride. So here, in all the cases, same atomic size chlorine is there. But what is changing, my dear students? The size of the cation is changing. Here the size of the cation lithium, but here the size of the cation is sodium. But here the size of potassium is somewhat bigger. And coming to the rubidium, it is a very bigger comparing with lithium. And cesium, it is the largest atom. When the size increases, the number of water molecules holding decreases. So number of water molecules holding decreases are, see here. For example, cesium is here. Cesium is here. And chlorine is here. So the distance is very high. The center of the nucleus to this nucleus, a distance is very high. So that you can dissociate easily. When you apply heat energy, this bond will be deviate easily. Hence, the melting point is less. MP is less. Clear? So melting point is decreases from left to right. Sorry, in this mentioned. When you go from down the group, lithium to cesium chloride, which is having a less melting point, means cesium chloride is having less melting point because of a bigger size of cesium ion and chlorine. While comparing with lithium chloride, the melting points are gradually decreases. Here you have to observe the sodium chloride is exceptional case. Now my question I am going to ask you, my dear students. Among these halides, which is having highest melting point means sodium chloride. Exceptional case, sodium chloride is higher than lithium chloride. And then remaining all are lower, decreases. Lower. So this is about the order of the same halogen with different alkali metals having their melting points. For the same halide ion, the melting point of lithium halides are lower than those of corresponding sodium halides. Lithium halide is completely lower than all other corresponding halides. Thereafter, here when you subject to the sodium halide, and thereafter the decreases as we move down the group. Sodium is exceptional case in this. Because sodium and chlorine, when you observe sodium 1s2, 2s2, 2, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1, and chlorine is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. Both are having almost all equal size. Both are having 3 shells. This is having 3s1, this is having 3p5. So the equal attraction forces existing in this case, that is the reason it is the exceptional case to possess the high melting point while comparing with other halogens. So this is the IIT bit. Low melting point of lithium chloride as compared to the sodium chloride is probably because of lithium chloride is covalent in nature and NaCl is ionic. And one more point, lithium chloride is covalent in nature, sodium chloride is ionic in nature. Why lithium chloride is covalent in nature, we have studied in Poisson rules. Lower the atomic size indicates the, and higher the anion size indicates covalent character. So based on that, here the lithium chloride is a covalent and sodium chloride is ionic. That is the reason sodium chloride possesses high melting points comparing with lithium chloride. Keep it in your mind. Finally, physical constant. I am going to finish this. Number 1 is density, melting points, boiling points, and coloration we'll see. So melting point in alkali metals is gradually decreasing. Lithium melting point is 180, sodium melting point is 97, potassium 63 degrees centigrade, and rubidium is 39, and cesium is 28. From top to bottom, melting points decreases. This is about metals, not compounds, metals. Coming to the boiling point, when you observe here the boiling point, all values 13, 8, 7, 6, 7 means it is also decreases from top to bottom. Now, very most important point you are going to see in this case, that is the densities also gradually increases. All are decreasing, these two characters, density is increasing. That increasing also here, one exceptional case is there, that is sodium. You always remember the exceptional case, these only will come in the competitive exam. So generally all the students, density means atomic size increases, hence automatically the density increases, like that they will expect. So here this is the exceptional case. A less density is lithium and then sodium, and after that the density values are increasing gradually. This is the less 0.53, 0.968, and after that decreasing potassium is smaller density than sodium, and then after rubidium, and then after cesium. This is the order of densities. Important point. Lithium is less than sodium, is greater than potassium, less than rubidium, and less than cesium. Melting points and as well as boiling points is shown here. And finally, I am going to explain you a flame or coloration. The beauty of alkali metals, when you keep it on Bunsen flame, this will will burn with a colorful flames. Based upon color of flame, you can identify the metals. So what are the colors of these metals? I am going to show you. So the flame or color of lithium is crimson red. Sodium can flame when you observe it is yellow in flame, and potassium is pale violet, and rubidium is red violet, and cesium is bluish. I'm showing their melting points decreases and their densities also increases. See the flame coloration with the colors. So lithium, whatever the color you are seeing on the screen, that is the color of lithium, crimson red, light yellow. The sodium is, or sometimes we can say golden yellow is sodium. Potassium is light violet. Rubidium is the violet. Cesium is bluish. Francium, you know very well about that. That is a radioactive metal. So this is about a actual flame of lithium. This is the flame of golden yellow sodium, and potassium is light blue, and then rubidium is bluish in color, that is called violet in color, and then cesium is bluish, francium is radioactive. So crimson red, the name of this one is crimson red. Sodium is an yellow. Potassium, pale violet. Rubidium, violet in color. And cesium is bluish in color. So this is about flame of coloration. I'm going to stop it this year. We have today finished physical properties of alkali metals. Thank you, students. Have a nice day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.